Welcome back. Welcome back. It's the NFL Pick Six Week 4 edition. We're going to go through Anthony's top 6 picks.
Yeah.
Pretty good last week.
Ooh,
Pretty
yeah.
good on the season.
Back on the winning ways. Another 5-2 week, which was awesome for the record there. Puts us at we were at 7-7 before that, so 12-9 on the season. Certainly the right direction we want to be, but I want to go for that perfect 6 right here, ladies and gentlemen. Let's do it. Let's go 6-0 this week.
All right, so number 6, we have Denver plus 2.5 at the Raiders.
Yes, and I'm taking the Raiders minus 2.5. That Broncos offense just couldn't do anything. I mean, it was completely pathetic. I think the Raiders here are so desperate for a win that they throw everything at the Broncos that they possibly can. Plus, they're playing at home. I just think this is a Raiders game, a must-win game if you're the Raiders, especially against a divisional opponent. I mean, they need this more than anything, and the points are close. The Raiders' offense is certainly more potent. The Broncos offense has looked lost so far. So, give me the Raiders minus 2.5.
Yeah, huge opportunity for the Raiders here, right? They're the only 0-3 team in the league. I think they got to bounce back. All right, number 5.
Yeah, I've got the Chiefs -1 at Tampa Bay in quotes because we expect this game to be moved due to the hurricane hitting Florida right now. Hopefully everybody stays safe, but they're expecting that this game is moved. And Kansas City, coming off a really bad loss, needs the bounce back, and I fully expect their offense to do that with as potent as they are. Tampa Bay just trying to tread water while they get healthy and get everybody back and get on the right track, and I still think that puts them in a good place come postseason, but they lose this game early on to Kansas City.
Yeah, and the key for Kansas City, in my opinion, is don't let Tampa Bay decide how this game's played, right? The Chiefs got to start throwing the ball around on this team, and they'll get the win, in my opinion. All right, let's move on to number 4.
Yeah, I've got the Rams plus 2.5 versus or at San Francisco here. The game's in San Francisco. I'm just a little confused as why the Rams are getting points here. They should be the favorite in this game. San Francisco was unable to put points on the board when they played Denver. Granted, that game was on the road. This one's at home. Yes, this is a tough divisional matchup, but the Rams are still a better team in my mind and have the better momentum coming in. So give me the Rams plus 2.5. I think they win this game, even if good Jimmy G shows up in that offense.
Yeah, fun matchup here, divisional matchup. The Niners are due for a bounce back, right? The envy, we've talked about the envy of the LA Rams who won the Super Bowl. The Niners wanted that. All right, let's move on to number 3.
Yeah, I'm taking the Browns. Once again, the Browns have a good roster, ladies and gentlemen, despite who's playing quarterback. It doesn't matter. They go through Nick Chubb. And here they're only -1.5 against the Atlanta Falcons. So I'm taking the Browns -1.5. The Falcons, although I like them as a team and like what they can do on offense, they're running into a tough team in the Browns who have a steady defense and can really put it together on offense when that run game is clicking. It opens things up for Brissett to just get the ball to open receivers, especially Amari Cooper, who's putting together a nice season so far. So give me the Browns once again at -1.5.
Right. You want to pay attention to Myles Garrett. He's in the car accident this past week. Pay attention to his status. Like, may come back, may play well, but I mean, he may go the other way as well, right? So I'd definitely be paying attention to that. Next one here, number 2.
Yeah, I'm taking the Vikings -2.5 at the Saints. You know, they're on the road, but these are two teams trending in the different directions. I think the Minnesota Vikings can bounce back easily from a loss. They can be resilient. They can run the ball. They can pass. They play good defense. They have everything you want in a good team. You could say the same thing about the New Orleans Saints at times, except for the uncertainty with Jameis Winston and what kind of game is he going to play, and the injuries to both Michael Thomas and Alvin Kamara, who have been able to play, but maybe not at 100%. It's tough for them to say that they can put together a full game, especially against a team that's going to be pushing back at them and isn't going to be scared if they go down big or start to lose in the first quarter. So two teams trending in different directions when it comes to that. And because of that, I'm taking my Super Bowl favorite, the Minnesota Vikings, -2.5 in New Orleans.
Super Bowl favorite. Woo.
Well, to be the Super Bowl out of the NFC, right? I picked them out of the NFC, and I'm sticking to that. And if that's going to happen, they need to beat the Saints this week.
Yeah, and like we said in every show, all eyes on Jameis Winston here, waiting for that good game to come back, right? Keep an eye on that moving forward. All right, number 1 on the week.
Yeah, I'm taking the Philadelphia Eagles, who look like one of the best teams in football, let alone the NFC, minus 6.5 versus the Jaguars. Jaguars were able to put up a lot of points and looked really good against a team that everybody was high on coming in the Chargers. But now they go against an Eagles team that I just feel is more experienced in being well-balanced. Their defense, their offense, they know what they're doing there. They have more time together than some of those Chargers defenders. And against this Jaguars team that is still learning how to win and learning how to play tough games, they went up big on the Chargers and they were able to hold on to it. In this game, I feel like it's going to be the other way around. The Eagles are going to be able to put up points, and the Jaguars have to find a way to stay in it with the Eagles, and I'm not sure they can. So I like the Eagles here, even though it's a higher line at minus 6.5. I think that they find a way to cover that, and the Eagles are my big bet of the week. So there it is, my 6 teams that I feel pretty confident in all of these this week. Again, I want to go 6-0 so badly. The Raiders at number 6, who desperately need a win versus Denver. The Chiefs, who are looking to bounce back versus a Tampa Bay team. The Rams getting points when they should be the favorite against San Francisco. The Browns, who have looked consistently good against an inferior team in Atlanta. The Vikings, minus 3 against the Saints, or minus 2.5 against the Saints, who they are a better team than. And then, obviously, the Eagles here at minus 6.5. I think this is now becoming more predictable, easier to make my picks. Although there are a lot of games this week that are super close and tight that I'm not putting my money on or putting very little, these 6 I am feeling the most confident about, and I think we could go 6-0 in week 4.
Yeah, that would be great, mostly for my bank account, but my morale as well. But yeah, thanks for tuning in, everyone. That's our pick 6 for week 4. Be sure to tune in every single Thursday for the NFL pick 6. It's Anthony's most confident bets of the week. 6 through 1 being most confident. Be sure to like, subscribe, click on our description. We have the link tree in there if you want to find us on other platforms. We're everywhere, folks. Please check us out. Let us know how we're doing. We love feedback, especially this early in our new digs here, our new style. Be sure to tune in.
Yeah, and remember, toss your hat in the ring.